Defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Got there right as the ball did, jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Punt is on its way. Deep in his own territory as he reels in that punt. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. And the roar is reverberating throughout this stadium as the defense has them pinned deep. Finds a little bit of room, picks up 4 out to the 13.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down. He makes it up to the yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Back to pass on second down. Finds the tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The Nittany Lions come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They give it back to him. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And he's now over 150 yards on the ground, and Penn State has had so many great backs. This guy fits right in.
Fits right in, just big, physical guys. They give him the ball. You know exactly what you're going to get. They can make some plays, and they build their team around the running back spot.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Sprinting away. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Driving forward, it's Martin. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
He got it in there, touchdown.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Trying to get the edge. It's Ray. He's past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Badgers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. In the backfield, it's McGowan. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Badgers decide to punt it away. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Penn State's offense comes onto the field, ready to start the drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wideout. Fresh set of downs going up top. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Release to the back. Makes the grab. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together and made some explosive plays, and now just executing on third down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Drops back on first down. Quick shovel pass. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Long way to go on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Takes a hit as he fires. Got a man, it's Howard. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Right down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Going deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quick give. It's Martin. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Out wide right, it's Howard. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He's going to take off. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, first down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a first down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. Deep in the end zone, it's Palmer. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with the Wisconsin head coach. He said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover, that might be a significant change in this game. I'll keep you posted from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Lewis. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Looking for space. It's Ware. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Making the adjustment. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Slips through the line. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Lewis on the play action. Throws for the tight end. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Just gets rid of that one.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Straight ahead, it's Martin. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
The play fake. Moving to his left. A strike downfield. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first. Hauls it in with one hand. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll keep it on the ground. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They're going to ride this running back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. This time they'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ray. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Breaks into the open. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
And the Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Nittany Lions right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Rushes on. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Right back to the well. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the move, it's Martin. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. lining up for the PAT. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Play fake, Lewis. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Out wide left, it's Ray. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Going to take a shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Lewis. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
He's going to run it. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down. What a clutch play in the fourth quarter.
That's caught. It's cheap. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. The give as they work on that clock. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using them.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
2nd down to the air. Look out! Oh, it's loose! The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers to 3 to salvage that drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ray. They were all over it. The Badgers will hustle to the line.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening.
He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Throwing, Lewis. Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Lewis to throw for it on fourth. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Great place to start for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. There's a crease. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on.
Well, obviously, this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Red Evan on the RPO. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Martin. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Handoff to the single back. Knocked down immediately.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your